As I mentioned in a previous article, I have an undergraduate degree in psychology with a major emphasis in human motivation. In determining why people do what they do, there is a number of schools of thought. As I also stated, psychologic conclusions are largely theoretical, but they do have or give us a framework to explain motives and behavior. One of the more famous schools of thought was proposed by Abraham Maslow in his landmark thesis called A Theory of Human Motivation. Though I certainly don't view his work as scripture, what I do appreciate is that he studied normalcy. In fact, what he called exemplary people. He followed the healthiest 1% of the college-age student population and the lives of high achievers like Albert Einstein and Eleanor Roosevelt. He felt that if you could determine what motivated them to success, it would help others be able to maximize their individual potential. Maslow felt that behavior is motivated by what he called a hierarchy of needs. He illustrated that theory in the form of a pyramid with 5 layers. The lower layer represented the most primal needs to be fulfilled, progressing up the pyramid to the more lofty and complex desires. Level 1 is the base of the pyramid, which is labeled physiologic needs, and are the very most basic needs and are essential just to survive. I'm talking about things like food and water, air, and even sleep. Think about it. If you were in a famine or truly starving, every waking moment and all of your energy would be spent on hunting for water or a morsel of food. It's instinctive. Until these needs are met, nothing else much matters, and you are stuck at level 1. Level 2 is security needs. These are also important for survival, and they're things like shelter and health and safety. Once you have a place to live, a place to call home, and feel fairly secure and safe, you can relax enough to care about the needs that are beyond just surviving. I have also noticed that when someone is truly sick or injured, they can't think about much else, and they are stuck at level 2. Health is huge if you want to get on to growing and developing as a person. Now, level 3 is titled social needs. They are less basic than survival, but they're still core needs and include family relationships, acceptance, belonging, and that all-important romantic love. Companionship and bonding are key to human happiness. There is an innate desire to belong to a group, be it a family, a team, a street gang, a church group, or even a community. Level 4 is esteem needs. After filling your stomach, having a place to live, a feeling of belonging, self-esteem becomes increasingly important. Esteem comes from personal accomplishment, service to others, social recognition, and self-respect. Everyone wants to be appreciated, to matter, to be validated. Now, the 5th and highest level is termed the need for self-actualization. That's a big fancy word for fulfilling your potential, and it even rises above being concerned about what others may think. It involves the higher order of traits like creativity, spirituality, morality, and charity. An imperfect example of level 5 that we all would know would probably be someone like Bill Gates. He never has to worry about levels 1 through 4, so he can spend his days using his creativity and charity. His energy can be directed at great ideals and principles and helping people. Maslow emphasized that this higher level of self-actualization is the process of growing and developing as a person in order to achieve one's individual potential. Sunwarrior as an idea, as a principle, as a company, and as products clearly appeal to the higher levels of human needs. That's a fact that is illustrated by our mission, which is to illuminate body, mind, and planet.